Applying for a Mead Fellowship, Webinar 1 Introduction. This slideshow is presented by Jane Dolby, Mentoring and Projects Coordinator,
and Charlene Springer, Employability and Progression Assistant.
You can email questions to us at mead@arts.ac.uk. This slideshow will be accompanied by images by past awardees. You can find more information about them on our website. What we'll cover in this webinar, we'll talk about who Scott Mead is, what the Mead Fellowship's for, who can apply, what this award can be spent on and what it won't fund, where the project can be carried out, the application procedure, and timings and deadlines.
This is Scott Mead. He funds the Mead Fellowship Awards. He is also a photographer, investor and philanthropist and one of UAL's Court of Governors. He sits on many boards in the UK and USA, including the Tate Foundation and the Photographers Gallery, and he believes in helping creative students to achieve their potential. Scott Mead sits on the final stage of the Mead Fellowship Awards judging panel with 4 senior UAL staff.
So what are the Mead Fellowships? It's funding for arts practice or research projects. A fellowship project must be completed between September of the year awarded and July of the following year. It can be in any creative discipline studied at UAL. The project must help extend your creative practice and add to your professional development. Your project must also add to your industry, discipline, or sector.
You can apply for a Mead Fellowship if you're in your final year or first year after graduation of your undergraduate degree course or postgraduate course. You are not eligible if you're a student studying on a short course, foundation course, or a PG cert, or if you work for UAL, unless you work as an arts temp. You also can't apply if you're previously a Mead Fellowship applicant and you reach the final stage. Eligible students and graduates can apply for up to £10,000.
Let's look at the cost that the Mead Fellowship could be spent on. Costs must relate specifically to the project. For example, you could buy art materials or pay for making costs, and this could cost fees for engaging extra artists or makers. But please note, if you're outsourcing any part of your project, you'd need to explain why you can't do this work yourself. You could pay for some professional training or specialist expertise and advice. You could pay for software, web hosting, web design costs. You could also spend some of the fund on licensing and permissions. You could buy essential books and publications, or pay for promotional and marketing costs, printing. You can buy small items of equipment. These would have to be under £500 each. And please note that the total equipment costs can be no more than 30% of the total of the reward you've requested. Other costs may be exhibition space, venue hire, workspace or studio rental, subsistence allowances, but not a salary for yourself or your project partners or team. You could ask for travel and related costs, but please note, overnight accommodation is only permitted where absolutely necessary. And again, travel and related costs can only be 30% maximum of your total request. Please note that you'll need to make a strong case for all your budget and show how the costs are essential to achieve the project. Applications will not be shortlisted where costs seem excessive.
The Mead Fellowships will not pay for any salary or payment to yourself. This includes payments for project partners or team members. It will also not fund your tuition fees, expensive short courses, elective study, degree placements, or internships. It won't cover your living expenses or property and vehicle ownership, and it won't cover costs over £500 for a single item.
Applicants need to provide a strong case for their whole budget, and winners need to obtain receipts and invoices or any other evidence of where the award has been spent. You can complete the project from your home base in the UK or anywhere else in the world, or you may need to travel away from home to complete your project. As long as the location makes sense for the project, you'll need to explain why this location will work or may be essential for your project.
So let's have a look at the application procedure. There's a 3-stage application procedure. In the first stage, you submit a 4-page application form answering questions that are given on the form. In the second stage, you write a 10-page proposal, and in the third stage, you get 10 minutes to present your idea to the judging panel. All information is online at arts.ac.uk/Mead.
The deadline for Stage 1 applications is in February. You can check all dates on our webpage, arts.ac.uk/Mead. Applications will be shortlisted in March, and about 25 applications go through to Stage 2. You can check all the dates and deadlines on our webpage, arts.ac.uk/Mead. Make sure you put the dates in your diary to keep clear in case your project progresses, as these dates cannot be changed and late applications cannot be considered.
Let's look at some frequently asked questions.
Can I apply for a Mead Fellowship and a Creative Enterprise Award?
Yes, it is possible, but please note that Creative Enterprise Awards are designed to support business startups, and the Mead Fellowships are for arts projects which can be completed within a 12-month period. So there's only a few projects or ideas which are eligible for both funds. If you're unsure, please do email us and ask.
I'm spending a year working in industry before my final year. Can I apply for a Mead Fellowship now?
No, you can't. You need to apply in the final year of your course or in the 12 months after you graduate. Your fellowship project will therefore be completed in the first or second year after you graduate.
I found out very late about this award. Can I have an extension?
No, in the interest of fairness and for practical reasons, we do not accept applications after the deadline. For how to complete your Stage 1 application, please go to Webinar 2. Before watching Webinar 2, we recommend that you download the application form and read through the questions. You can find this at arts.ac.uk/Mead.